5.2, we're just going to go over the trig ratios. A lot of you know these, but we're going to go over these again. So here's a right triangle down here below. And here is angle X. A lot of books are going to use theta instead of X, but this is the side opposite of X. This is the hypotenuse because this is a right triangle. This is the side adjacent. To find the sine of X, it's the side opposite over a hypotenuse. To find the cosine, it's the adjacent over hypotenuse. To find the tangent is opposite over adjacent. And a lot of you know so, ka, toa, which are these four. Sorry, these three. And then the reciprocal of sine is cosecant. The reciprocal of cosine is secant, and the reciprocal of tangent is cotangent. And that's why the O and the A and the A and the O are flipped. I like to remember the cosine ends in S and its reciprocal starts with S. Maybe that's an easy way to remember that the cosine and secant are reciprocals of each other. Okay, so there's really only one part for today's assignment, and all you're doing in this problem is to answer these questions. The cosine of alpha, well, here's alpha. The cosine is the side adjacent over hypotenuse. I like writing the formula down. Where 8 is the adjacent to alpha, and the hypotenuse in this problem is 17. So it's 8/17. The cosine of theta, again, cosine is A over H, but now we're looking at this angle right here, the cosine of theta. Adjacent is 15, the hypotenuse is 17. Or go off on cosecant of alpha. Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. Sine is O over H, so cosecant is H over O. Well, the H in this problem is 17, and the side opposite angle A is 15. Okay, next part. Okay, now comes what you actually are going to be doing on your worksheet today. Instead of doing all 6 of them, though, they might only ask you one of these to do for this problem. But before you could even start this problem, you have to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared to find the missing side. And the missing side is 9 plus 21, which is 30. But then square root of 30 is going to go right there. 21. What am I doing? Not 21. I'm sorry, you guys. It's 49. 7 squared is 49. Plus 9 is 58, which is the square root of 58. So the sine, I like writing the formulas down. Opposite over hypotenuse. Ka, adjacent over hypotenuse. Oa. And these two are reciprocals of each other. These two are reciprocals of each other. And these two are reciprocals of each other. So the sine is opposite over the hypotenuse. So I'm just going to do the reciprocal of it for this one. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Reciprocal, square root of 58 over 7. Opposite over adjacent, and adjacent over opposite. This one's good, this one's good, this one's good, and this one's good. But these two are not good. You can never leave a radical in the denominator, so the final answer for this one is 3 root 58 over 58. And the answer for this one is 7 root 58 over 58. Okay, last page. This is the last page. This is basically all you're going to be doing on the worksheet for this assignment for 5.2. So this is all they're going to ask you to do. They're going to ask you to maybe find this missing side. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. The hypotenuse is given, which is 81. One of the sides is given 36 plus b squared. So b squared equals 81 minus 36, which is 45. So b is equal to the square root of 45, which is 3 root 5. You have to reduce your radical. So I found the missing side as 3 root 5. So that's the first thing you're going to do, is find the missing side. And then they're just going to ask you about one of the 6 on every problem. So they might ask you to find the cosine of theta. So the cosine of theta is the side adjacent over hypotenuse. And the side adjacent is 3 root 5. And the hypotenuse is 9. Simplifies down to the square root of 5 over 3. Final answer. I'll do one more and I think we're done with notes. Let's make this alpha. Let's make this a 4. Let's make this 10. To find the missing side, it's going to be 100 minus 16 equals the missing side, b squared. 100 minus 16 is 84, equals b squared. Square root. B is going to equal, this is made up of 4 times 21, 4 and 3 and 7. So this is made up of 2 2's. So it's going to be 2 root 21 for this missing side. And on your worksheet, they might ask you to do the cosecant of alpha. The cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. And sine is O over H. We are doing H over O. And the H is 10. And the opposite is 2 root 21. 2 goes into 10, 5, so now it's 5 root 21. So it's 5 root 21 over 21. Final answer.